The philosophy is pretty generic. तो मैं जो बोलूँगा उसमें कोई ज्ञान नहीं है. So when I say good business, we have a definition of what constitutes a good business, right? That's a long answer. Maybe I can take it up after Ramdev talks. I have a definition of what constitutes a good management, and I have a clear definition of what it means by reasonable valuations, right? And that is quite cliched. None of you guys will disagree with me. And that's pretty much what we do.
To kind of break down and say growth versus profitability versus cash flow, RoCE, when you actually analyze these companies, like how do you make the trade-off on is this a good company versus not? Because some companies will actually be much faster growing, but not yet.
Or maybe answer in your framework. What in your framework is a good business, like you were saying before?
So a good business is a business that has some competitive advantage. Competitive advantage is a right to win, right? We've identified like let's say 7 sources of competitive advantage. Brand equity हुआ, brand franchise हुआ, market share हुआ, cost competitiveness हुआ, कोई regulatory edge हुआ, right? Basically, you're looking for a right to win characteristics. Unfortunately, 95% of companies don't have it, right? Doesn't mean that we don't own them, we do, but we are looking for it. We are asking whether the company, if it has one, whether it is, and this is all basic investing, right? Warren Buffett types, whether it is a large competitive advantage, whether it is a narrow moat, whether it is a large moat, whether the business, whether the management is investing to expand it. And these are all qualitative stuff that we figure out when we meet management. What is it doing? What is really the right to win? And what is it doing to maintain it or even expand it for that matter, right? Cash flows, return on capital employed. Return on capital employed conceptually, and stop me if I'm going too long. Return on capital employed conceptually is not a great thing if that return on capital employed is reducing your right to win advantage, because you're inviting others to participate, right? And suddenly you have a lot more competition than what you would like. So obviously we are looking for return on capital employed, but on a unit cost basis. You're looking for lower or rather no risk of disruption. You do not want to enter a business where the business won't exist in 8-10 years time, right? Then that's kind of a value trap. You might do it, but वो सट्टा type हो जाएगा at a price and then you get out.